Giant Sports Talk Entertainment. Oh, we thought we'd kick off this Tuesday with a little bit of old school. Is it Tuesday? Yeah, it's Tuesday. You want to know why I know it's Tuesday? Because at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, it's going to be me and the Dahmer. Live stream, talking about the Giants, talking about all the fun stuff going on, talking about the Giants signing Davis Webb, signing a new punter. And I know people are going to get excited. And people, I haven't checked the Twitter sphere yet because we did sign the Scottish Hammer. Is he any better than the punter we have now, Riley Dixon? Probably not. But you know what? It sends a clear signal. I want to talk about Davis Webb first. Davis Webb, of course, was the heir apparent, the successor to New York Giants Eli Manning. Didn't work out too well. 27-year-old's kind of bounced around the league a little bit. We took him in the third round, and of course, 17. You know, it's funny because you had former Giants like in 17, or no, it was 18, when Landon Collins came out and said that he is the future Webb. He's the future guy. Yeah, it didn't work out. Didn't look good in preseason. Just did not work out. Same with like Kyle Lauletta. Of course, Webb bounced around a little bit, ended up in Buffalo. Honestly, he's going to be competing for the backup job, of course. And I have no problem with that. But I think the biggest thing that he's going to offer is going to be familiarity with the Brian Daboll offense. I think that's what's going to do. I mean, I think that's what it's going to be. I think that's what he's there for. I think he's there to teach Daniel Jones or Malik Willis the offense itself, the nuances. Evidently, he's supposedly, and I don't know because I don't know him personally, but evidently he's supposedly like a really smart guy. He's a film room guy. He's kind of like a player coach on the field, that he knows the offense. He's a guy that studies. He may not have the immense physical talent that we all thought he was going to have, but he's a guy that, you know, he's a bright guy. He's going to be like a coordinator or a coach on the sidelines for whoever the quarterback is going to be. And that's good because the guy, he never appeared for the Giants in a game. He was cut at the start of the 18 season. So he signed with the Jets. Then he was cut. Then he's been with Buffalo, I think, since 19. He took his first snap in a regular season during the Bills, I think it was week 10 victory. So, but like I said, he's going to be a guy that's going to be like, I mean, if everything's true, he's going to be like a coach on the field. He's going to be a coach in the quarterback room. He's going to be able to teach whoever the quarterback's going to be the system. Is he the ideal candidate for your backup quarterback position? No, but if you take 3 quarterbacks, I mean, I don't understand why you can't have him on the roster still. If you have, like I said, if you carry 3 quarterbacks, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. So, I mean, I think we got to kind of look at it that way. So, like I said, I'm not overly optimistic. I'm not, we signed Davis Webb. And I'm also not the other way saying, oh my God, we signed Davis Webb. What a stupid thing to do. It just shows that we are going to try to probably run a similar offense that Brian Daboll ran over with the Buffalo Bills. That's all it says to me. And honestly, if you got Mike Kafka coming in and he's extremely inexperienced, he doesn't have any experience offense coordinator, and you're going to help install the Daboll system, yeah, you're going to need a guy like Davis Webb. So, I mean, it's a pretty smart signing to a futures contract. And even if he doesn't make it out of training camp, at least he has the opportunity to, help during the training camp itself. Now, the Giants signed a future contract, the big kicker, the Scottish Hammer. I just love the name, the Scottish Hammer. Jamie Gilliam. I love going back to the block punt in Kansas City. Back in, I guess it was 2021. Where he panicked. He's averaged 44.9 yards over 3 seasons. Dixon's actually averaged 45.3 over 6. Gillian's percentage of punts down inside the 20 is 35.7, slightly better than the 32.4 of Dixon. Yeah, I mean, it's Dixon had a better season. He had a bad year in 2021. 2020, he was way better. I mean, he was down. I think he was down in something crazy. Like, I forgot what it was inside the 20, but it was like 43.1. It was something crazy. It was something crazy like that. I mean, but I think the biggest thing is, I think the shame is saying, you know what, if we were going to have a average to below average punter, I might as well not pay him a lot of money. So I think this is more than the writing on the wall for our old buddy Riley Dixon. So you got to think that he's going to move it on. The defensive coordinator position I want to talk about briefly as well. We got a lot of things we're talking about today. Though Wink came in for an interview. I like Wink. I've said it before. If it was my choice, I would go with Wink. I think he's got the experience. I like the fact that he coaches an aggressive scheme, an aggressive style defense. A blitz heavy 3-4 defense is going to be exactly what Wink would bring. And I know a lot of people have wanted to switch, wanting to switch to the 4-3, the 3-4. Everyone has because Patrick Graham utilized so many different variations of so many different base defenses that you really don't know what he was running half the time. And then the league figured it out. But Wink runs a 3-4. He runs a 3-4 attacking defense. They had the sixth highest blitz percentage in 2021 at 31.1%. In the year prior, Wink's defense blitzed 44.1% of the time. He's always a guy that's preached an excellent run defense. He's a guy, I would say that was one of his monikers, along with the fact that like I said, he's got the blitzing style. The Giants, of course, ranked 25th in rushing last year. They allowed 2,193 yards. I like Wink. I think if they hire Wink, it immediately he'll figure out a way to immediately improve the rush defense. And he will have an aggressive attacking style 3-4 defense. Going back to the 86 defense. Days of yore. Carlson, Banks, Taylor, Reasons. When you have Jim Burt, Leonard Marshall, George Martin on the defensive line. I'm trying to do my John Facenda voice, and I'm actually reading about the Knicks at the same time, because I'm going to try to do a Knicks video later. They also brought in Steve Wilks. I think Steve Wilks would be an interesting guy. He had that one season as the head coach of the Cardinals, and I don't know what happened there. He went 3-13. Whole team fell apart. He, of course, was then replaced by Cliff Kingsbury. He did a good job with the Panthers. He again would be a nice fit for this team. The Giants, of course, did interview him last week. Or was it this week? I forget what day it is. Man, I forget what days. The days are just blended in. The days are just blended in for me. But he would be another guy that would be an interesting selection if we brought him in. I think that would be he would have also more of an attacking style defense. But like I said, I'm kind of just stuck on Wink. I'm winking at Wink. Because I think that he would be the guy. We also interviewed what's his name? Austin. He was with the Steelers. And then the Steelers ended up promoting him. So he's not coming. So we're running out of options. You got Vic Fangio, which I think would be a nice selection as well. But I think it's interesting that there are a lot of good defensive coordinators out there. There's a lot of guys that would not be upset if they hired. But like I said, to me, Wink has got to be the guy. An attacking style 3-4, uber aggressive defense, more than aggressive, attacking style. And I think he's the kind of guy that would, no matter what whoever his personnel was, if he felt they weren't ready or qualified enough, I still think they would go on the attack just by what he's done what he did in Baltimore. So that would be my choice. Don't forget to join us today at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Live stream with the Dahmer. Hopefully we have a DC hired by then. We'll always be doing our fun poppycocker stuff. The poppycocker merch is on the way. We're closing in on 10,000 subscribers. Subscribe the videos, please. Leave comments if you can. It helps in the analytics. We are trying to reach 10,000. I think we're trying to. I want to hit 10,000 before the start of baseball season if this lockout ever ends, because I want to do baseball games. Might even do some play-by-play Nick games I was thinking about. I haven't decided yet. And the radio opportunity is going to still be on target for February 18th. For the first show, I'm actually doing a test show this Friday. It's got a recorded test show to see how we'll see if the 18th is still the date after I do this test show on Friday. So join us again, like I said, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, hanging out with the Dahmer. And again, this is Tim with Online Big Blue, bringing you the best in New York Giants sports talk and entertainment. And as always, if you could like, if you could subscribe, ring that bell, you know what it means. That'd be awesome.